It's NBA action on EA Sports. Alongside the former Chicago Bulls guard, Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. And Jay, I know this takes you back.
Ed, there's no better feeling this time of year than hearing sneakers squeak on the court and seeing guys get a good lather while they're getting ready for battle.
It's that pregame feeling. And now, it's the opening tip. The Clippers win the opening tip as we get things started at Staples. Bledsoe to Marcus Morris. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Shot from in close, no good. Green to Curry. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. 2-point shot for Curry. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
George here against Steph. And the rebound taken by Zaza. Curry with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect. LA Clippers with the basketball. George to Bledsoe. Oh, had him going there for a second. To Ibaka. You've got to get that one to go. To Curry. And scores. Strong take.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Leonard to Bledsoe. No good. Defense catching a break there. Here's Curry with it up top. 2-point advantage. To Bradley. Curry. Steph Curry. Missed his first. That one goes.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Leonard to Bledsoe. Leonard. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Bledsoe. It was right there. Warriors basketball. Wiggins. Tough matchup against George. To Green. Takes stock of the floor. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Short jumper won't go down.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Bledsoe to Marcus Morris. It's PG for 2. Won't go. Wiggins to Curry. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now Doc wants a timeout. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter. going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Bledsoe to George. Has a look. Not going down for him this time.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Wiggins to Green. Jay, you know Steve Kerr wants to see his team play better at home, make sure they get home court advantage.
They slacked off last year. They were 29-12 at home. Now, that's a pretty amazing record at home, but let me tell you why they slacked off. The 3 years prior to that combined, they were 114-9. I think we're going to see that Golden State Warrior team from those years instead of the one from last year.
Oh, he had him there for a second. No good. Draymond Green tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And look out. This is already getting out of hand.
Coaching strategy 101. You probably want to utilize a timeout to disrupt the pace of this other team. This game is starting to get out of hand quick and early.
It's George for two. To Bradley. Throws it up. Flushes down the slam. Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
Bledsoe to Paul George. Zaza Pachulia sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Trying to cash in. No good. Wiggins to Green. To Wiggins. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
And like we've seen so many times, this is what you have to worry about with the Warriors. When they get on a run like this, they can put the game to bed in a hurry.
Bledsoe to George. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. George. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Bradley to Wiggins. And finishes strong.
I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Kawhi Leonard pass it against the former #1 pick. Paul George to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Wiggins. To Bradley. Five to shoot for Golden State. Kawhi Leonard. Huge block. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds.
The NBA Season 9 2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 22.
The pass taken away by the Clippers. Leonard to Paul George. To Marcus Morris. Leonard. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Nothing going here on that drive. Warriors with 4 to shoot. To Wiggins. Gets a look. Can't hit.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Shot by Leonard won't go. Wide open look won't go.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second guess your shot. You've had 3 wide open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
Wiggins to Bradley. Five to shoot for Golden State. Has a chance? Yes. And the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Andrew Wiggins at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. Clippers have the basketball. Probing the defense. Jackson to Leonard. A bad pass there. Warriors have it. To Wiggins. Beyond the arc for 3. His first effort off the mark. Kawhi Leonard against Andrew Wiggins. Reggie Jackson rocks the rim. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Porter to Wiggins. Porter to Wiggins. Has a look. Andrew Wiggins. Couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. And he connects on the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. To Reggie Jackson. Fires the 3. Defense was ready. Reggie Jackson unable to hit. Wiggins to Bradley. Pulled down by Batum. To Jackson. Kennard. Trying to cash in. Gets it to go. Didn't have many choices there. Lets it fly.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Warriors have the basketball. Wiggins to Bradley. Sizing up the defense. Here comes the screen. Bradley. 4-3. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
The NBA season 9-2021 Game 2-0 matchup will be coming up next. Sacramento Kings 8-1-2 Memphis Grizzlies 9-1-0.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Tonight, everyone gets free pizza.
To Bradley. Oh, had him going there for a second. Porter. For three. Oh, that's how it's done.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Leonard to Ibaka. Batum up against Porter.
The NBA Season 9 2021 Game 2-0 matchup will be coming up next. Boston Celtics 1-0-1-0, Toronto Raptors 9-1-1.
Off the mark.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
To Porter. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Porter. Can't go down. Smothering defense. It's the Clippers with the possession now. To Leonard. To Batum.
The NBA Season 9 2021 Game 2-0 matchup will be coming up next. Detroit Pistons 4-1-5, Los Angeles Lakers 1-0-1-1.
See a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
From the painted area, won't go down. Another follow, still no good. To Porter. They'll get it down to Green. And the slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. To Bradley. Down to Green. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Batum to Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Warriors come away with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
It's LA Clippers ball. Batum. Kawhi Leonard sizing up Draymond Green. To Reggie Jackson. Leonard. Oh, stolen by the Warriors.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Bradley, deep right corner. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Green. To Curry. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Stephen Curry trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 90% at the line. And he can't convert the free throw. Bledsoe with it up top. His guys down big. Wiggins to Bradley. Here comes the screen. Steph Curry against Paul George. Deep two there, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Bledsoe to Nick Batum. Bledsoe to George. From long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for three.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Short jumper off the mark.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
To Bledsoe. L.A. with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Bledsoe shot off the mark. To Wiggins. Bradley. To Curry. Trying to cash in. A shot no good there by Curry.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get
The
fired.
NBA season 9-2021 Game 2-0 matchup will be coming up next. Oklahoma City Thunder 6-1-3, Houston Rockets 3-1-6.
Floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
5 to shoot for Golden State. To Curry. Going to launch beyond the arc. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Paul George. Strong finish for Paul George.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
It's Steph at the controls. To Green. The drive right to the basket. Bradley down to Zaza. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Zaza Pachulia at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. One free throw up and good. The lead now 14. Bledsoe with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. George picked up by Marquise Chris. Nothing going here on that drive. George to Luke Kennard. Andrew Wiggins rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Curry lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not done yet. The follow won't go either.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Paul George to Marcus Morris. Can't connect from inside. Curry to bring it up. His guys leading by 14. To Wiggins. Paul George with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And the rebound taken by the Warriors. Clippers have it. George to Bledsoe. Zaza Pachulia able to recover with the block. Golden State at the controls. Can't connect. Has to know what's a good shot and what isn't. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ed, I'm telling you that every player in the league will make that shot. The defense has to be elevated.
Paul George to Marcus Morris. Cashes in for two.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Wiggins. Screen coming. Wiggins. Curry buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Nothing going here on that drive. Paul George, now 3 for 9.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Wiggins. Rebound Marcus Morris. Bledsoe with it up top. Down by 15. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marcus Morris. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Warriors have the basketball. Bradley to Wiggins. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there. Bledsoe with the basketball. Trailing by 15 to Leonard. Nice pass to set things up.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Iguodala to bring it up. He'll run the offense. To Bradley. From the outside, no good. George to Ibaka. Avery Bradley sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Wiggins to Bradley. Kawhi Leonard pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Leonard to George. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Possession lies with Golden State. Probing the defense. Bradley to Wiggins. Cleared by Ibaka. Bledsoe with it up top. His guys currently down by 13. To Paul George. Ibaka. To George. Wide open look, won't go.
After a miss like that, you at least have to rub your hands on your shorts. At least make it seem like the ball slipped.
First half in the books. The Warriors with a commanding lead.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Warriors dominated this matchup from the opening tip. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets. for the Golden State Warriors. The Clippers have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The Los Angeles Clippers are in a situation where if I was the coach of the team, I'd hope they'd be insulted by the way they gave up points in the paint. Going into the second half, these guys really need to have some pride and be more assertive around the basket defensively. Let's see if they can learn from the mistakes they made, particularly.
Player of the half.
Andrew Wiggins did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Curry has it to Wiggins. Surveys the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. To Wiggins. Porter. Textbook defense. Bledsoe at the basketball. The deficit now up to 13. Paul George to Leonard. Has a chance. Kawhi Leonard. 4 out of 10.
All right, you got the first bucket of the second half. Now get a stop, because honestly, that's where your troubles were in the first.
Curry to Wiggins. Here comes the screen. Wiggins matched up with Paul George. Porter. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Serge Ibaka snatching it out of the air. Porter.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
That's the length at his spot for Otto Porter. Man on him, he still buries it. LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard to Marcus Morris. Has a look. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
To Porter. Lets it fly from long range. Message received. Well defended. Drives, but a shot won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Leonard to Bledsoe. Five seconds to shoot. Bledsoe to Leonard. George, he engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Wiggins to Curry. Wiggins to Curry. Fires the three. Cleared by Ibaka. Kawhi Leonard against Porter. To Marcus Morris. George. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Iguodala to bring it up. His team leads it by 10. To Wiggins. From the painted area, won't go down.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
To Marcus Morris. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Whoa, gets to the rim and they'll count the basket. 2 steps or 5 steps, I don't know, Jay. It looked good.
Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
To Leonard. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Short jumper misses. Porter to Wiggins. To Porter. 5 to shoot for Golden State. Curry. No good. That's great defense.
He was absolutely scoring at will in the first half. But now that the defense has picked up, don't try to do too much. Less is more.
It's Steph Curry with the rock. To Wiggins. Otto Porter. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Bledsoe. To Marcus Morris. Able to convert inside.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Time to shuffle things up.
State Warriors, number 0, Avery Bradley.
Wiggins to Bradley. To Curry. Beyond the arc for 3. He was all over him.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustments were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
Bledsoe to Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. And he scores on the step back. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Draymond Green will go to the line to shoot 2.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
Knocks down the first.
Substitutions. Golden State. Substitutions.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Jackson with it. His guys down by 9. To Batum. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Jackson. Deep 2 there. Won't go. And the rebound taken by the Clippers. Kennard to Ibaka. To Luke Kennard. Shot from the lane won't go. To Chris. Green to Bradley. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Short jumper stays out. Jackson with it. His team down 9. To Luke Kennard. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Fires the 3. Contested shot, Marcus Morris can't hit.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Green. Cleared by Ibaka. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Bradley. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First one goes down.
For the Golden State Warriors, number 30, Stephen Curry.
Able to convert on both free throws. Clippers have the basketball to Nick Batum. Short jumper won't go down.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Here comes the screen. Bradley to Chris. Marquise Chris rocking the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Curry to Bradley. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Curry. That's how you defend.
In the first half, he pretty much made every single shot. It was magical to watch. But now that you have drawn so much attention, try to get your teammates more involved.
It's Golden State basketball. Curry. Gets it in the left corner to Bradley. Count it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Reggie Jackson, defended by Draymond Green. Kennard shot off the mark. Curry with the ball. Nothing going here on that drive. Curry. Not that time.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
And the finish. Slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Curry to Bradley. To Green. Here comes the screen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Avery Bradley trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. One free throw up and good. The lead now 14. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Deep three at the buzzer. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Warriors enjoying some breathing room right now. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. And they're not totally out of it just yet, but you'd have to say they have lots of work to do to get back in this game.
They probably have to put together some kind of 10-0 run to get back in this ball game, but this is when an opportunity has a chance to become magical. I've been part of it, and I've seen it happen so many different times. Just because a team has been dominating you the last couple of quarters doesn't mean that you can't start believing in yourself, that you can do anything you want to do on the court at any given time. You watch, once you start to believe, you'll get back in this game.
Serge Ibaka slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Warriors basketball. Bradley. For 3. Off the iron. No good. Leonard. Not that time. Bradley to Porter. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Otto Porter at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Free throws good. Add 1 more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Leonard. For three. Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at three here. A career 84% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw.
Good shot, buddy. Good shot, buddy.
Second one's no good. One more coming.
For the Golden State Warriors, number 00.
Bradley. To Green. Bradley. To Green. 5 to shoot for Golden State. Steph lets loose. And the rebound grabbed by the Clippers. To Leonard. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
To Curry. Nothing going here on that drive. Almost unlucky bounce. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Green. Bradley. To Curry. Screen coming. Curry to Bradley. From long range, smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Bradley. Add 2 points to the board.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Kawhi Leonard, defended by Draymond Green. Jumper's good.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Warriors have the basketball. To Curry. To Green. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Green. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Leonard. Bradley. To Curry. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Can't get the bounce.
Give the defense some credit here. He killed them in the first half, driving and scoring at will. But now, it's lockdown time.
Leonard to Batum. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect. It's Curry controlling the offense. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. Draymond Green. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
This is basketball 101. Play inside out. Give the big man the ball, and the rest of the court will open up. That was an easy lay.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Leonard to Nick Batum. To Leonard. Has a chance. He connects with the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Bradley to Curry. And the Clippers have the rebound. Leonard. The jumper's off the mark.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
And a chance coming up at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Avery Bradley at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. Off the mark on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. It's LA Clippers ball to George. Takes stock of the floor. Bledsoe to Batum. George, not easy.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Paul George to Marcus Morris. Knocked loose. Warriors come up with it. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
And I know this is an off day for him, but still, that serves as no excuse for you not to give any effort on the defensive end. Here's a trick. If you get yourself engaged defensively, that can at times help you offensively.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Curry to Porter. Wiggins gets a shot up off the mark.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Screen coming. Batum to Bledsoe. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Eric Bledsoe, tough make there. You can't fault the defender. It's a 3.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Wiggins to Curry. Oh, he had him there for a second. Can't connect.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Eric Bledsoe. He's 3 for 7.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Strong finish for Paul George.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Bradley to Curry. Here comes the screen. 5 on the shot clock. Bradley. Big finish at the rim.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
George, tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Bradley. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
George lets it fly. Not that time. Wiggins to Porter. Oh, big finish at the rim. Now the Clippers call a timeout. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way. New blood coming in for both sides. George, defended by Chris. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Curry to Wiggins. Curry to Bradley. Trying to cash in, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Leonard to Ibaka. It's Steph at the controls. To Chris. Nothing going here on that drive. From the outside, no good. Bledsoe with it up top. All even here in the 4th. To Leonard. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Kawhi Leonard. That's no good. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Kawhi Leonard against Andrew Wiggins. Feet for the win. That does it for the quarter. We have a tie ball game. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. And we're underway here in the extra period. Leonard to Ibaka. Stuffs it down with authority.
And easy to get back on defense.
Bradley to Green. to Curry. 5 to shoot for Golden State. Wiggins. Great defense, forcing the miss. George matched up with Wiggins. To Leonard. And he buries it.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Curry has it. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. And throws it down.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Bradley to Curry. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Curry to Bradley. Here's a chance from long range. That's good D. Shot's no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
George to Leonard. Knocked loose. Love the hustle. Sprawl down on the deck. Leonard. Oh, they've come roaring out of the gate in overtime, breaking this game open.
And you got to give some love to the strength and conditioning coach for this team. All the off-season, preseason workouts have ultimately led to this point.
Green to Wiggins. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. LA Clippers with the basketball. My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Just disrespectful.
To Curry. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Over to the right side. The pass set it all up.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Bradley. Here comes the screen. Bradley. Has a chance. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
It's Steph Curry with the rock. Here comes the screen. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
To Bledsoe. LA with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from long range. Cleans the offensive glass. Serge Ibaka now 4 for 9.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Steph Curry, tough matchup against George. to Green. Curry to Green. Fires the three. Not going down here. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win it in overtime. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers edged out a close victory in today's game.
And it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest.
What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Clippers.
The Warriors just couldn't close this one out.
They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game. Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.